during COVID, I had got an email. Somebody in our camp notified me that Walker Hayes wanted to write with me, and I didn't know who he was. This is before he kind of blew up, and I knew he was a country singer. I was like, okay, that's cool. And so it kept getting rescheduled because things would come up. We finally got around to getting together, and we got in a room, and it was kind of awkward. We didn't even write anything that day. We just talked for like 6 hours and got to know each other and really hit it off. Such a great guy. But the whole time there was this weird sense that he came across like I booked the session, and I obviously thought he did. And we found out that what happened was this dude has loved Jesus for quite a while, but and his country label and publicist that he's with, they love him as a person, but they weren't sure what to do with that side of Walker. Someone in his camp reached out because they either saw the movie or something, or knew I Can Only Imagine. And it was them loving on him, like, I think you'd really enjoy this. So we figured that out. And this was a time to where things weren't happening. And he was talking about how, man, he goes, I love my label, I love my publicist, but I also love Jesus. And they don't know what to do with me. And he goes, I think I'm probably about to hang it up. The only thing I knew about Walker was doing some research is that I think 2017 he had this one album and had this song called Craig on it. And it's about his friend who gave him and his family a van when he didn't have anything. And it's I love the song so much because it was like, this song was a better example of the gospel than most Christian songs I've heard. And I told him, I said, man, before you hang it up, I was like, you should just try to like recut that and just try to send it to somewhere like K-Love or wherever. Because I just feel like they'd play this, you know, and just don't quit. Like, just at least try. And he was like, well, would you guys do it with me if I did it? And I was like, yeah, sure. A few months later, Fancy Like released. And it blew up like so quick. And so I texted him that summer saying, man, Fancy Like is everywhere. It couldn't happen to a better guy. I'm so happy for you. And his only reply was, more people to hear Craig. I was like, what? Like, he doesn't need that, but that was how much it meant to him. And so we were in the middle of, I think, Inhale Exhale or working on something. And so we grabbed our producer, Jordan, and we whipped up this version of Craig, and it turned out great. It ended up being like on his full Fancy Like album or whatever. We've hit it off and have been dear friends ever since. And so it's been a cool relationship. And yeah, I thought I've written country songs with him and stuff like that. But when he sent Oh Death, it was kind of out of nowhere. And just, you know, not only we love the song, we love the fact that it was like, it's something to write with Walker, and there'll be a collab and he'll feature on it at some point. And yeah, it's just, but it's been a great relationship, and he's one of the few guys that knows all the guys in the band's name.
Yeah, he does. I saw him in the mall the other day, actually. He's like, hey.
I said, hey, Robbie.
He goes to the mall.